Okay, this is Shannon Grill. Shannon, when I look at your swimming, it's something that we talk about a lot in practice about how we want you to swim like you're 10 feet tall, not like you're 3 feet tall. And in all of your strokes here, you're much longer than you normally are in practice. And I think that the mindset that I want you to get into is that you always have to be longer. Your kick is better in this. The way you place your hands, your extension, all of it's better in this video than it is normally for you in practice, and that's something pretty important for you to think about. Now, with your butterfly, I do think you could extend a little bit more. Your kick seems to tend to fall apart towards the end of the 50 here, and when I'm watching you do this, we really need to work on making sure that we're getting both kicks even and working the upsweep on both kicks as well. Doing a nice job kicking your hands out of the water here, but into the water you're a little bit easy. Need to try to stay a little bit lower, keep that head a little bit lower, and make sure as you press back, flare your hands out so you can get a cleaner exit out of the water. On your backstroke here, look at how big your kick is. I mean, it's really split wide. If we could have a smaller kick, a more up-tempo kick, we could be getting a lot more out of those hands. And I also think we need to be rotating more. As you watch yourself swim here, look how close your hands are coming to the surface, particularly your right hand. I mean, I can see it disturbing the water above it. But we've got to rotate more, try to rotate the head of your shoulder out of the water, and that way we can have a cleaner entry and less of your body will be going through the water. Be more like a speedboat and less like a barge. Less of your body's surface will be wetted there. As you see this and you look at it over the water, look at how the tops of your arms are pulling all that water over with them. If you roll the head of your shoulder out of the water, they'll come out undisturbed and you'll be getting a lot more distance per stroke, and it'll force your hand that's in the water, as you rotate the hand that's out of the water, it'll force that hand deeper, and that'll make your stroke more efficient. Again, the kick, kind of random, narrow it up a little bit more, but I think your hand placement, where it actually goes in just outside your shoulder, looks really good. Into your breaststroke, good pull out, maybe a little early with raising the head. Here again, look how you're kind of hurrying to get your head up a little bit. As you let your head go down, let your hips ride up. And then what we're trying to do is to keep our hips up nice and solid the whole stroke. Again, there's that good pull out, but picking your head up a little early, it's forcing your body to the surface. If we could maybe start the feet up a little bit earlier and shoot your hands forward a little bit quicker, I think it would help your timing. Could stand to get a little bit more. You definitely get a little bit more out of your kick there. Over the water. Again, looks pretty good. But look at how, as you split your hands, your head is coming up before you split your hands. Keep your head down so that there are no wrinkles in the back of your neck. And then as your hands split, your head can lift, not before. As I was saying before, I think that your kick might be a little bit wide. Knees should be no more than 2 to 3 fist widths apart. Doing a good job kicking your feet around your knees. We just need to narrow the knees up a little bit. On the freestyle, I've been kicking around the idea of switching you to a strict 2-beat kick freestyle. Believe it or not, your hand entry is as good as anybody's on the team. The way it comes in and that hand is below the elbow and the elbow is below the shoulder. What's a little disquieting about it is that your hands go so deep before you start to pull. Your right hand really isn't grabbing any water until it's almost at your head. Your left hand, when it goes in, it pushes down and then it grabs the water after it's already pushed down. We want to try to extend that out a little bit and start the hand down with the elbow higher. Again, it is very rare when I see you swim like this in practice. This looks pretty good. But in terms of what's capable in practice, if you could swim like this all the time with that good, steady, solid kick, you would see immediate benefit from it in all of your races. But if that's something we can't do, we might need to consider to switching to a definite 2-beat all the time in the future to train with. Nice job.